really think about the future of composites, and also because we think composites are a very important technology to make the world more sustainable. Before we go to our guest, just a small technical remark. In the bottom of your screen is a chat function, which you can use to, for example, introduce yourself, but also to raise technical questions if you have any. And then my colleague, Laura Valdens, will help you solve it. Make sure that you push the button to all attendees, because sometimes people don't do it and then not everybody sees it. Okay, so let's start and introduce Yannick Willemin, who is calling in from, I think, Switzerland or Germany. So he will tell that himself. Good afternoon, Yannick. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Thank you. Thank you, Marcus.
Good. Are you in Germany or Switzerland?
Yes, today you see my guitar in the background. That means Germany.
Exactly. Okay, welcome very much. So, very small introduction. I know Yannick from his time at SGL, where he was, let's say, the strategic guy at SGL. And now he is with 90 Labs, a very interesting company, I think, in additive manufacturing. I mean, he will talk everything about it and explain. And what I also like about Yannick is, beside the technical view, also the more strategic view on the market and how to do business. So maybe we can talk a little bit about that as well. Before we start, Yannick, I want to do a small poll to get some interaction with the audience. So Laura or Dorothea, can you start the first poll? So the question is about your company, Yannick, 90 Labs. So the question is to the audience, what actually do you offer to the market? Is it software for 3D printing? I know you do software. Is it 3D printers that you supply, or do you supply the parts made with the 3D printer? Or is it more like a subscription to 3D printing technologies? So the participants can now vote, and then we'll see in a second what the answer will be. So Laura, can you pull up the results? It feels a little bit like Eurovision Song Festival. So yeah, most people think you supply 3D printers, which I think is right. And also that you have a subscription model, which is, I think, very interesting. So we'll talk about that a little bit later. Yannick, what do you think about these results?
Sure, I mean, for sure it will steer my talk. No, I see. There are no wrong answers, but of course, seeing that not many people mention the software side, we'll certainly see why it's so important in composites to already look at the software.
Yeah, very good. So maybe you can introduce yourself a bit, and then you have a presentation to show
Sure.
about the company.
Yeah, so very quickly, so my name is Yannick. I'm an engineer by background, worked 13 years at SGL Carbon, so in multiple composites fields, high temp, normal temp, I would say, because we did a lot of composites in the 1000 degrees Celsius and plus region, which is one of the specialty at SGL. And at the end, yes, I was doing strategic topics. Now, since 1 year, it's a bit more than 1 year, at 90 Labs, just trying to shape a young company into the field of composites using 3D printing, but we all have a composite background. But before jumping that far, I will share my screen and then move on. So now you should see my screen.